Welcome back. Hello, everyone. Alrighty. We're kind of in the middle of the action today. Ah, there's the music. Last time, I spent so long speaking with our new friend. How did he pronounce it? Sargamus. Sargamus? I think so. Fascinating. Fascinating man. And he taught us the fantastic word. Oh, maybe it wasn't him. I think we read about the concept before we spoke with him. What was it? Hekicity? Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But it was the concept of thisness. And he had a lot of interesting things about the nature of being a godlike, I suppose. Really great character. Really enjoyed this. I don't know what little one-liners he's going to have if I talk to him again.
I am glad to see you again.
Oh.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your return, sister?
I could talk to this guy all day, but apparently I should go.
Of course. Explore to your heart's content. But please refrain from touching my statue or devices. Go in peace. I will be here if you return.
Oh man, I love this guy. Okay, I feel like I arrived in here and wanted to immediately see if this was going to be combat. So I want to take a minute just to look around. So this is his statue that he's building. And man, it's really wired up, isn't it? I mean, he wasn't kidding when he talked about it being an actual vessel. So he's up to some interesting, what an interesting combo of faith and science. Look at the hand on the rock. Wow. I'm gonna go poke around up there, even though he told us not to mess with his devices. We'll try not to make him mad. Do you think he'll mind if I break all his urns? Maybe I'll skip that here. Wow, he's chosen an incredible location. Really beautiful. Okay, it looks like that will be the way to go. Follow the expedition that we're looking for. And of course, oh heavens, let's not shoot all the crates. Sargamus, so there was an interesting dialogue choice in which I could have guessed that he had, in fact, seen... I am breaking his pots. Look at me. Terrible. In which I guess that he has actually seen the expedition team, and I think that may be the case. I didn't choose to press him on that. But it would make sense, right?
Leave those be. They protect my devices.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Okay, I just wanted to look. Oh, he does get mad. Okay. Yeah, I think he perhaps has gone... Are those breakable? He let them go ahead, hoping that they're going to get the relic and bring it back. Because he told us he can't get there anymore. Oh! Oh, there's a lift to get out. Okay. Well, let's leave that for now. I must get that way from the top. Let's go see his statue. He has a real mad scientist vibe, doesn't he? Absolutely he does. What is this? Oh, this is where the relic goes. This is wild. Just built out of the stuff he could find. Stealing his grog. Oh, his journal! 2828 Priestu. He is gone, but he is still with me. What form should a reliquary take that is fit to hold the splinter? Were I in High Crown still, I would petition the church for ivory, gems, and gold, for this remnant of his holy body is worth all the wealth of the empire and more. Being as I am sequestered here, I will make do instead with the wealth of the land. Granite from the tallest peaks, clay from the fertile riverbeds, and trunks from the most aged trees. I must work without ceasing until it is done. The memory of my lord cannot endure delay. 2828 Terestu. He is beginning to take shape. I thought at first a sanctuary would be appropriate, a temple within this temple of the godless. But when I prayed over my plans for the building's construction, I received a vision of Aothas's Titan as it had existed in its time. A body of strange flesh and bone, hundreds of feet tall, astride the land with the Pantheon at his side, facing down the forces of chaos like 11 colossal ships of the line. What crisis manifested them and inspired them to act? I know not, but I shall remake him as he was in my own fashion. Wow, is this thing going to get up and wander around? 2829. Magiverno, he is complete. But the statue I have made is inert, lifeless, dull. The work of my hands does not dignify the splinter. There is something deficient in it, and in me. I must destroy it and begin again. 2829 Imprima, he is made anew. His effigy is formed from granite, clay, and wood still, but they shelter now a precious Adra core. It glimmers even in the low light of this cavern's ceaseless evenings. He brings the dawn to this penumbral place, as the light of his attention once brought to my soul. In the Empire, they celebrate spring dawn today, or they would have, prior to the Saints' War. I wonder what of him remains in the beyond after his dissolution at Ukaizo. I long to be with him again. 2829. Preprima. What if I did not have to wonder? Oh my goodness. Huh. Can I get into the documents? Can I not get into the little... Do I have to be in... What am I trying to say? Do I have to be in conversation with people to get the little lore snippets? I feel like I need to review my history of Aethus. It might not give me much more than it already has, I suppose. Oh, I can go around the back. What is that? Oh, just a health potion. I'll take it. Oh! Another electric lily seed. That might come in handy. So gorgeous. The power cables are wild. Oh. There must be another door in there, right? Okay, here's more of his devices. Oh! Reminder, source fresh lumber. Niall only seems to be able to source rotten lumber, and the contemptible stuff cannot withstand the damp of this cavern. I must find someone who can fell and hew fresh trees, or my fragile generators will be at the mercy of the Zorips. The little bastards are remarkably curious. That's hilarious. I'll leave that alone for now. I'm gonna go in here. Were there No, I'm sort of at an end here. This might just go down and be connected with everything else. I don't see anything in here. I mean, I could turn the whole statue on right now, but I think we should go find the relic. Where am I headed? Also, why can I not get over here? I believe. There we go. Oh. Wow, this place is quite the maze. Ah, good. Replenishing the potion supply. Ooh. I'll take it. Thank you very much. What's this? Oh, more history of the living lands. Lacuna. What are we to make of the absence of the Ingwithans from the living lands? I think often of the hundreds of years I spent in the Eastern Reach. In all my time there, never once were the ruins of Engwith out of my sight. A trio of their standing stones loomed from the peak of a nearby hill through my bedroom window, and the long shadows of their machines fell every day over my church. The roads we trod were their roads, and the walls that divided up our land were their walls. Their temples became our markets. Our fields were littered with their tools. No mountain, nor river, nor forest could stop their building, and with their technology they mastered the world. The Ingwithans laid the foundation of Eora. We, the living, are merely the skin atop their bones. But they never made it to the living lands. How can that be so? Oh. I don't know much about the rest of Eora or the Ingwithans, but that is very interesting. Right? That's provocative, given what we're learning about the godless. Any other sneaky things from here? Doesn't look like it. Like down where I came from. Let's go down through the hole. Oh! Oh, I see. Okay. I haven't actually looked around out here yet, have I? We went up to see the statue. I love these devices. They're so cool. I always love to think about whether the artists have taken the time to like work out what things actually do. Because they probably have. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, look at this. Okay. Oh, right, which makes sense. We can see the power cables, right, to chase that over here. Oh, I see you. Okay, I'm going to come around that way, but it might connect to the main thing. So I want to make sure I look over here too. Oh, what is... Oh, this lever turns this whole mechanism on. Oof. This has the feel of a bit of a puzzle, doesn't it? But I think we need the relic first. What does this say? Oh! Who's writing to him? Sargamus, it has been some time since your last correspondence, and I do hope that you are still well. Have the materials and spare equipment from my lab proven reliable? You know how temperamental and finicky old equipment gets. I swear these machines have souls of their own. But I digress. I look forward to hearing the latest news about your progress. I have no doubt that the completion of your project will change the world, and knowing you, it will certainly be for the better. That I have had a part to play in this fills me with deep joy and satisfaction. Perhaps one day they shall write about us. I can see it now. The Oracle and the Visionary. A titillating tale of two thinkers and their thoroughly thought-provoking theories. Someone likes alliteration. On second thought, perhaps simply The Oracle and the Visionary will suffice. No. It needs to be a titillating tale of two thinkers and their thoroughly thought-provoking theories. It'll be Titanic. Eagerly awaiting your response, your friend Vitor. P.S. It is good that I forgot to send this after it dried. Ulrosk would be very cross with me if I did not relay once more that he is, and I quote, rather looking forward to giving Sargami's oversized animat a proper thrashing if he ever gets it functional. Oh, that Ulrosk. Until next time, my friend. Wow, okay, so it is definitely supposed to be a giant walking thing. An animat. So I was thinking that animancers were like necromancers, but does this count as animancy? Do they build machines? Wait, do they have actual souls in them? He's not going to sacrifice himself to this thing, is he? I have so many questions. I think I've seen... Clearly not supposed to go that way. Look at all the spikes. Stalagmites. Okay, well, let's go through the cave first. I'm not sure which is the... Maybe they just connect. Anything down there? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's just a little side tunnel. Was there anything else in here? Maybe it's just to help you find that other machine. And I mean, there was the little loot trove in here. Okay, I've been there. Let's go hunting for our expedition. What is sparkling?
This reminds me of the Strangle Root. But how is anything this big growing all the way down here?
I mean, life finds a way. Oh! Well, there's a door. Oh, and I'm in the water. How do I get in there? I'll take it. Hard to know whether I should be able to get in there from here or whether I'm going to need to come all the way around. Take that, you urns. 'Cause I don't think there was a... Right, there wasn't a door above where I was up there, right? That was this way. Let's check. I can get there quickly enough. Assuming that I don't fall off of any of these things. Nah, we're good. Oh, whoops. Or dodge my way into trouble. Yeah, there's not an extra jump point if I break that down. Okay, where would that door have been? I'd have to get down from somewhere up here. I don't think I can climb over that. And that's just where I come down after I've been up here. Okay, I don't... This is amazing, though. This mural. I don't think I've missed anything up here. And I don't see another way out of this room. Okay. So maybe I haven't found a way in there yet. Have to remember that. 'Cause I don't see... I mean, unless it'll let me jump this. No. Okay, well, let's carry on. Maybe we'll be able to get in there later. These are gorgeous. Look at stairs that are underwater. Oh, I better hustle. Was there anything... I went down sort of instinctually. Was there anything up above if I'd stayed up higher? Before I swam underneath this? Or do you just run out of headspace? Kai, awkwardly standing in a corner. No, we have to go through. How funny. Okay. You'd think all of this electricity underwater would not be a good thing. There's a journal over here. Am I going to suffocate while I read this? This clay tablet is inscribed with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. Yul Hasaiza Yezuha Luyedas Regada Megali Head Sayapai and Vitan, maybe. I don't know. Kagid Yul Gapa Pubi. Pubi? Pubi. Interesting. I wonder if I'm gonna need that later. Are we gonna do magic to bring the thing to life? That's not a book too, is it? This Audra crystal is powering something. Or was. I am gonna drown myself if I'm not careful. It's okay. Hold it together. I think this goes farther. Wait, am I in a different room? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get myself lost. Okay, hold on. We started here. No, it's all connected. Okay. I was just on the other side of this, right? Okay, there's another room down there, but I want to climb up here first. Anything above me? No. Oh! A little sneaky way through there. And another rune thing. Man, this whole place looks like a puzzle. Okay, Kai. Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't a... What does this one do? Okay. Okay, well, let's just throw a grenade at it. Let's not stand that close. Look out, Kai, I'm gonna grenade it. More devices. Oh, am I gonna open the... Okay. I'll bet I need to open that. Did I discover that I could do this with just my electrical charge?
Seek.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, I see. Treasure chest accomplished. Fun. Wasn't there another book in here? Yeah, over here. Notes. Oh, notes on godless language translation. Wait a second. Okay. This damp tome, yeah, collects the oracle's wide-ranging and often contradictory thoughts on the origin and translation of the godless's written language. His musings range across the page at odd angles, at times clearly carefully considered, at others dashed off, improvisational, inspired. Arrows loop across the pages to stab at phrases, and dates are circled and underlined with such ferocity the parchment tears. Given the book's length and density, it would appear the oracle labored over the mysteries of the godless for several years before ultimately turning his attention elsewhere. A small sample reads, "The godless wrote. That much is clear. But their tablets are, nevertheless, maddeningly rare. What few I find in the ruins appear to have been crushed, and their rooms that look as though they were intended to house great libraries are left utterly bare. And when I do find something of interest, it's rarely intact. The godless came to these lands centuries ago, and some degradation in their tablets is to be expected, such as the nature of hand-shaped and fired clay, but they couldn't have been in the living lands for more than 2,000 years. I feel a mind at work here. Someone or several someones must have sought their writing out and destroyed it, which makes the possibility of translating their script only appear ever more remote. The structures of their sentences shift wildly across decades, or else I understand even less of their grammar than I thought. Oh, but my God, tell me, what inspires a culture to suddenly shift from subject-object-verb to subject-verb-object, or to case their nouns, and then, as if by fiat, to not? I feel that at least a shadow of an answer must lie in the one complete tablet in my possession, and in a word that appears in nearly every fragment I find. In Whiten. Or in Vitin. Or in Vitin, or in Witten. Interesting. You know what? Maybe we should go back. Does this end up in my journal? It's at the end of the sentence. And Yazuha is capitalized, which is presumably significant. I think I'm gonna be able to get back to this, right? Lore. Am I just in Dawnshore? Where am I? So maybe not? It's not gonna show up in here? I might jot it down. Well, it'll be in the VOD. So I can come back to it. Maybe I'll snag it later. That's really interesting. We gotta remember that. Inviten or Inviten. Alright. This was just the treasure chest, right? No, that's the stairs. So I'm probably going that way. Was that everything that was up here? Oh, yeah, because I think that... Does that connect? That's the same stairs, I think. Oh! Yeah, I think it is. I think it is the same stairs. Yeah. Okay, we press on. Why would I want to be up here? Just because I can. Just because I can. Wow. Oh, look at all the things to read in here. What the heck is that? Why is there a giant spider in here? I mean, why is there a giant spider anywhere? A waterlogged book. The writing in this tome is dense and spidery, appropriate, and it advances across the page at a sprint as if the author's pen had been enchanted with a spell for celerity. Whatever muse ensorcelled it, it will never be revealed. However, for the book's fragile pages swiftly... Oh, sorry, that I paused in the wrong place. I was thinking about it. Whatever muse ensorcelled it, it will never be revealed. However, for the book's fragile pages swiftly disintegrate in your hands. Spidery, eh? Spidery. Anything back there? Nope. So many books. Also, something shiny. I'll take it. True stories from the living lands. Only the hardiest of explorers would dare take the long, dangerous trek to the living lands. While there is no denying its beauty, the diversity of plant life alone is an herbologist's dream. The inherent risk in blithely trekking through these pristine hills is more than most should undertake. Let me take a moment to tell you about the land itself. Rolling hills, greenery, and sun, the whole area feels like a succession of hills and valleys, each with its own ecosystem. While that declaration is a tad extreme, it can almost be said to be true. The combination of sun, geographical location, proximity to fresh water, valley depth, and the existence of hot springs have given the living lands a wide breadth of flora and fauna. Walk down a hillside into a valley and you will find lush, verdant hills. Climb the next rise and you might see nothing but rock and boiling mineral springs. Ugh, and the creatures! In my travels I've seen it all, and this place never ceases to amaze me. Trolls. I will never forget my encounter with the trolls of the living lands. I had just narrowly avoided being consumed by a giant plant, more on that later, and was running as fast as I could to get away from it. I broke the crest of the hill, and the valley below was wide, green, wet, and covered with low, thick-branched trees. Vines grew everywhere. Between the trees, across the tops of them, down to the ground, it was a mess of vine and green. Cautiously, I worked my way down toward the basin, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. And it's a good thing I did so. I noticed not all of the trees appeared to be trees. I froze, dropping to the ground in an effort to minimize my appearance. One of the trees moved, lumbering slowly away from the cluster. It's then that I realized it was a troll stepping out from among the group of trees it had been resting against. With a few more steps, I would have walked right into their home. The camouflage these trolls exhibited far exceed any I have ever seen before. I hope to return again in the future and observe them more. Okay, watch out for trolls that look like trees. I've been warned, and I'll bet I'll walk right into that anyway. Insects. While I've never seen them, I have read reports of giant insects in the living lands. Centipedes, flies, mosquitoes, and hornets, all 10 times the size you would see elsewhere. Imagine making camp. You've just gotten everything set up. There's a nice fire going next to your shelter. Something is gently simmering in the cooking pot. You sit down, finally feeling like you can relax after a long, trying day. You feel a tickling at your feet. Insistent and prolonged. Reaching down to brush whatever it is away, your hand comes in contact with something hard, long, and flexible, winding its way around your boot. You look down to see a centipede the size of your arm casually making its way over your feet toward the far side of your camp. You would get out of that camp, wouldn't you? That's exactly what my friend did when he realized he had started his fire over a centipede nest. Oh. Plants, and lest we forget, do not let your guard down around the plants. I had discovered a wonderful collection of giant flowers. They were bright pink and grew in a circle around a central stalk. Ugh, what an aroma. I lack the words to describe how delectable it was. Sweet, fruity, and light, with just a hint of something tangy. Looking closer, I saw some berries growing on the stalk in the center of the flowers. Well, I just had to have them, so I started pushing my way through the flowers. Then the vines growing around the base of the plant began to twitch, and the blooms turned toward me. It was at that moment I saw the blooms weren't actually flowers, but hinged jaws. I had been fooled by its camouflage. I quickly retreated, pushing my way back out just in time. The blooms slammed shut. If I had been standing there, trying in vain to reach the berries, I wouldn't be writing this book today. Okay, good. Man-eating plants. Good, good, good. Wasn't there... Why is it showing me a locked... No idea. No idea why it's showing me that. Yeah. There we go. A History of the Living Lands 3 Glossolalia. Oh my goodness, I'm familiar with this word because I just, not too long ago, read Snow Crash for the first time. Which is where I learned glossolalia, or glossolalia. I don't know how you say it. In the ruins of Ukaizo, the great city of the ancient Huana in the Deadfire, I once found a curious inscription. The inscription was written in 3 languages and arranged in a circle around a small pool of water. 2 of the languages were unknown to me. The first of these scripts was largely runic, rounded, and orderly, and looked like it was meant to be painted rather than chiseled into stone. It put me to mind of the architecture of the Engwith. What was the word that was consistent? It's close to that, right? With its frequent arches and odd conjunctions of angles. The other language branched off one long stem. This one was curious. At first I thought I was meant to read it left to right, but the characters' shapes didn't have a flow that felt intentional. It wasn't until I tilted my head that I understood I was attempting to read it on its side, that I was instead meant to read it from top to bottom, and likely right to left. Fascinating. I've seen nothing like it in all Eora. The third of the scripts I recognized. It was Near Ancient Huana, a language I'd studied idly in my youth. I had been obsessed with its more logographic predecessor, Far Ancient Huana, for many years. What a pleasure at last to see something I knew. After a few hours of meditation, I recall enough of the alphabet to take a stab at a transcription. Ka Wingaro o Waturi te Katu. Oh my goodness. Ne Kipi Nui o Ukaizo ne Kingi o Kingi. It sounds Hawaiian or Polynesian. Kane no Anoa Ngati Kua. I'm going to give this up. I'm butchering it. Wingaro o Waturi, king of Ukaizu, the king of kings. It has the cadence of a dedication. Could this last inscription be the key to deciphering the 2 other known languages? This is so interesting, but this is somewhere else, right? The ruins of Ukaizo. 3 languages. 2 were unknown. Huh. Not sure I'm smart enough to put all this together. Not gonna lie. Yeah, what have I done? I have locked something and I don't know what.
Right behind you.
The Great Western Stag. One day, Aethys was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him, and leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Aethys smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Aethys watched the cat's tail twitch and slap at the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. "I merely bring the dawn," Aethys responded. "I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" "True," said a second voice, "but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt?" "So philosophical, Hyleia," Aethys said, and turned to greet the 2 gods that approached him. "Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire?" He gestured to the wall, inviting Hyleia and Galawain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat, who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling on his back. "I have created the ultimate prey," Aethys said finally, breaking the silence. "It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught." Galawain laughed lightly. "You don't agree, Galawain?" Aethys asked. "While it's true that your creation is elusive, It hardly can be considered the ultimate prey, because it can never be caught. He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mote of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors, said Hylia. It is the way of mortality. Galawain laughed again. I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality. Now it was Aothas's turn to laugh. You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality. How is this any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other. But you just said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable. Galawain smiled. Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it. Hylia shook her head and threw Galawain a bemused look. I do not believe this is possible, so I too make an offer. To the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can obtain my boon. Galawain and Hylia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Aothas sighed, a small smile playing at the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of the stalking the moats, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. I merely bring the dawn, he repeated, as he made his way down the path. It is up to you to see what I reveal. Oh, I liked that one. I wish I understood what I had managed to lock. Oh, it's because I'm encumbered. Oh, of course. I didn't realize the symbol. Okay, let's just break some stuff down real quickly. Of course I'm encumbered. I don't know why that's not always the first thing to come to mind. What does this say? I don't know. I guess, does that just mean it's enchanted? I don't know what happens if I break these down. Okie dokie. Do I need this? No, I don't think so. Get rid of that. Am I carrying this around for some reason? No, I don't think so either. I don't think that one either. Okay. There we go. That solved that problem. All right. Nothing is lost. The search for Ukaizo. More about Ukaizo. Excerpted from the collected journals of Wanamora Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of prize share this morning, and I had nothing to give them again. I make no money for the tribe, though I am always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night, I get no sleep. Waitaro asks me to conserve the lamp oil, to come to bed, but I can't. Not until I find it. I know it's out there. The lost city of Ukaizo. On every chart and map of the Deadfire I've found, whether Huana, Valian, or Rawatean, there is a gap. An empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Ngati clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest, an ember always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Waitaro wants me to give it up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I ask the fisher folk when they return with their catch at sunset. Tiber, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Puera? They avoid me now. Waitaro says they're busy, but I know they think I'm tide-sick and sun-addled. The way Puera's lip curls in disgust when I approach. The way Tiber's eyes seem to see right through me. I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking the Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will. Oh man, this makes me want to play the other games. Annals of Pargrunin. Oh, these are our dwarves. It was in the time of Edrahil, the sure-footed, that we came to Cleobon Relog, an ancient place of the builders, as the locals call them. It was a marvelous sight, a door in the mountain framed by a pair of ghoulish aspects. Through some exercise of trickery or cunning, Edrahil was able to gain access for our scholars that we might observe and record what lay inside. We discovered a foundry of sorts, the like of which neither we nor our distant brethren had seen. Through careful observation, we surmised that the ancients had used this place to extract souls and transfer them to suits of armor. Delicate and challenging work, yet the scale they had achieved left us humbled and astounded. Perhaps most remarkable were the golems, living suits of armor powered by essence. We lost 2 of our fellows when the creatures caught us unawares, but once we'd subdued them, they proved quite fascinating. All too aware that our hosts would never again allow us, nor other curious travelers, to visit this place, we took meticulous notes and measurements of all we saw, forsaking bread and sleep until the work was done. We reported all to Edrahil, whereupon he praised our work and urged us quickly forward. For if such a place lay abandoned in the forest, who can say what other mysteries gods and kith have left in this strange and wild land? Are these all of Sargami's books? Right? It's an interesting collection of ideas. I read that one, right? Yeah, I did. I may have to deal with the spiders before I get any closer. Trying to decide if I'm going to use my gun to shoot at the big one. I'm thinking yes. Mute.
Nice shot. Ooh, Zen.
Is he getting hurt from my lightning? I think he is. You doing okay? Look at him glowing. You okay there, Kai? Sorry. I'm kind of shocky. I regret nothing. The collected annals of Lengroth. Whomever copied this work appears to have been in a great hurry, as if they feared being caught. The gods strip us of who we are on every turn about the wheel, mercilessly shaving off all we've learned with their divine lathes. We retain the pale shadows of our souls, but knowledge, memory, self, all of it is cut away. Do the gods fear we might someday rival their strength if they do not? The trees of Ir-Glanfoth possess souls as strong as any kith, and their entangled roots extend for miles. But dig beneath any of them, follow those roots, and you'll see they don't end, but lead to a neighbor. There are many souls sharing one body. Why shouldn't willing kith be able to do the same? A limb may be grafted from one tree to the trunk of another, and in time they'll bear sweeter fruit together than either might have alone. Mightn't it be possible then to graft a scion soul to the rootstock of a willing kith? The souls wouldn't fracture but coalesce. They'd grow stronger together. The gods see fractured souls, but they don't care for them. Damaged, broken people are abandoned by their makers to twist in the wind, given no succor, no relief. Would an intentionally fractured soul be similarly inconsequential to them? I will use their apathy against them. I will make their disdain serve me. A grafted soul is obscured from the sight of the gods. It spreads freely like a blood fever, but doesn't kill its host. No, I will be a fever of the spirit, invisible, unstoppable, eternal. Well, that sounds like the Dream Scourge. Lengroth. Man, I need just a permanent encyclopedia. On the fire-forged path, the travels of Yerrick Ilton. This book is well worn and smells faintly of mildew. Its spine is cracked, and as you thumb through the book's pages, it falls open to a folio more ragged and dog-eared than the others. Though I was born and raised a Mogranite, and a Mogranite now, I will stay. As a young man, I undertook a pilgrimage to visit a holy house dedicated to every god. In doing so, I hoped to know them each the better, to take what they had to teach and sow it into my soul like so many seeds, that my soul might grow and bear only the most delectable fruit for my goddess to devour at the moment of my death. So it is with no small amount of amusement that I pen this account of my visit once to a church of Whale, the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams and secrets, revelations and mysteries, and reveal to you all I learned there. The challenge came first in finding adherents to Whale's doctrine, for they are not often ones to announce their presence, preferring instead to build their flock from the solitary seekers who delve through ancient ruins and ruined archives in search of the strange, the bizarre, and the forgotten. But persistence is my goddess's first teaching, and find them I did. The Whaleites' Nekatakan congregation was small then, as it likely remains now, and on the morning I stumbled upon them they were lounging like so many cats in the sun on the steps above Queen's Berth, sharing between them a bottle of arrack and pipes packed with white leaf and ripple sponge. I knew them for Whaleites, not for any badge or robe or trinket they wore, not for their race or age, but for the ardor of their debate on the most benign of topics. I begged that they take me to their church and permit me to worship with them, and they laughed as one, their many voices like the howling of wild dogs. They acquiesced when I told them of my quest, and then invited me to sit and share their drink. I did, and as the arrack burned a trail of fire down my throat, they showed me the dimensions of their hall of worship. The stairs were their pews, they said, the blue sky their ceiling, and their walls the edges of the world. All of creation sits within its bounds. As morning neared midday, they stood as one and began to climb the mountain. "Where do you go now?" I asked. "To worship," they replied. A great wave of relief washed over me, for at last I would have my lesson from them. We climbed the many steps of Nekataka and arrived at last in the sacred stair. "Where is your temple?" I asked, and in response they whooped like children, rushing past me in a squall of smoke and laughter. I followed as best I could, though I wet my good slippers in a stream and could hardly keep my feet on the moss-slick stones, and we surged, soggy-footed and hollering, into the temple of Guan. To worship, they cried. We shoved past dawn stars bent in praise of their macabre god, laughing all the while, and came to stand before a leafless tree whose boughs were hung in lanterns too numerous to count. I had nary a moment to catch my breath before the Whaleites were clambering into the great tree's branches. A young man pulled me up with one hand and handed me a pipe with the other. The priests of Guan screeched and wailed, and all the while we squawked like birds, our smiles wide and eyes alight with arrack and lantern fire. The Mataru came soon after to chase us away, but not before we'd done our share of singing to the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams. Would that I could have stayed with them a while longer, but alas, I could not deny my soul its journey, nor the whispers of my goddess in my ear. I took again to the road in the search of churches, but I must admit ever after I longed always for that tree. Huh, okay. Queen of Dreams. We've got things about joining souls. Man, there's a lot of really interesting ideas in this little library. Most of these have stopped glowing after I read them. Not this one. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, right. Oh. I don't understand. Ew, they pulse, don't they?
Here it comes.
Like, is there a benefit to burning these? I've not figured it out. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, more spiders. Good, good. Good. Oh, wait. Am I going to get to read? Oh, there's more. So much reading. But I'm here for it. The Deerwood, Part 5, The Proliferation of Animancy. Okay. Animancy, outlawed while under a deer rule, was technically no longer taboo after Hadret's rebellion. Or Hadre, I don't know. Academics began its study again in earnest in 2681 AI. By 2697, there were almost 40 academics actively researching the field, both in the Deerwood and the Valian republics, even though no significant results had been discovered. A tragic breakthrough of sorts happened in 2704. An animancer working in Balereach accidentally shattered the souls of about a dozen volunteers who had been helping him. That's a heck of an accident. In retaliation for the deaths, the citizens of the area stormed his house and killed him. The Earl of the region, not wanting to waste resources or anger the locals any more than they already were, did nothing to find the head of the vigilante mob, but neither did he outlaw animancy. To ensure their own safety, most animancers moved from the rural areas where they were studying and settled in Defiance Bay, many of them choosing the emerging and wealthy district of Brackenbury as their new home of operations. While there were still a few breakthroughs and the study of animancy continued for the next 24 years, it quickly slowed as it became cost prohibitive and complicated the more people learned about it. Most animancers couldn't afford to continue research without the support of donations or gifts from wealthy individuals and organizations. In 2737 AI, some animancers, desperate to continue their studies and seeing no other means of furthering their research, entered the forbidden ruins of Ir Glanfath to further their research. They discovered some such sites had strange artifacts that seemed to bear affinity to soul essence and began to prod at the devices for further insight. Even with continued research, they were unable to tell quite what they had discovered. Eventually, they were found out by the Glanfathans and who captured some of them, demanding they be punished for their crimes. The Deerwooden authorities, in order to maintain their treaties and keep the peace, had no choice. They allowed the animancers to be executed according to Glanfathan tradition. This led the Duke to make an additional proclamation: the study and practice of animancy on or even near the sacred Glanfathan sites would be punishable by death. In 2780 AI, in order to solidify relations again with the Glanfathans, the Deerwooden government allowed some animancers to begin training and experiments in conjunction with the Glanfathan mind hunters, their native ciphers. This was an exchange of information. The animancers documented the secrets of the mind hunters' powers. The mind hunters learned new techniques for concentration, which assisted them in taking their powers to a level no Glanfathan had seen before. The ciphers, no longer wary of the animancers' intentions, trusted them to such a level that they convinced the Glanfathans to give some animancers limited access to some of the training sites where the Glanfathans practiced. The Anamfoths of the Glanfathan tribes opened the training grounds to the animancers. They were not allowed inside, as this was still strictly forbidden, but the general allowances by the Glanfathans were seen as a breakthrough in relations between the Deerwood and Ir Glanfath. Over the next 8 years, the animancers' research would continue unimpeded. With the exception of some minor squabbles, there has been no major strife between the two groups for almost 120 years since. Okay, learning more about animancy. Let's break some pots. What is this? Oh, cool! This drawing details plans for the creation of a large statue powered by essence. Yes, which now we can guess from what we've read. The essence is intended to be injected into the statue by an array of animantic devices. Where such a vast store of essence might come from and what a statue could do with it is unclear. All right, troubles, I tell ya. The life and discoveries of Pandgram. Mention the name Pangram to anyone with even a passing knowledge of animancy, and you could find yourself in for a very long discussion. Publicly reviled, but privately lauded as a hero and genius, Pangram's history is at turns revolutionary, horrific, and mysterious. Pangram was fascinated, some might say obsessed, with the concept of animancy. It consumed his life as he dedicated everything to understand it. He would frequently travel to Irglanfath and the Deerwood to visit the Ingwithan ruins. There he would take notes and make sketches, bringing anything back with him that he could to help him unlock the mysteries. After years of study, Pangram had reached the point where he could no longer conduct research on his own, and he took on an assistant, Halig of Thine. Soon, Halig was making trips to Irglanfath in Pangram's stead, gathering knowledge while Pangram stayed behind to experiment. This partnership quickly bore fruit, and Pangram made a breakthrough, one that would irrevocably change his life and the general attitude about animancy forever. While the specifics of his experimentation will never truly be known, the rumors and stories that still circulate tell that he had sent out inquiries asking for live subjects to help with a dangerous experiment that might change their life or might end it. Those who were already dying were especially encouraged to apply. Response was overwhelming, and Pangram had his pick of numerous willing bodies. That is, when he had his breakthrough. He discovered a way to fix a soul, anchoring it to its body so it couldn't leave at death. He had discovered eternal life. His research and life's work had resulted in the greatest single discovery that animancy could hope for. His findings were published and quickly spread through Valia and beyond. While some groups, the Wodekin Church, for example, decried his work as nothing more than blasphemy and heresy, many put it to practice. Everyone wanted the chance at immortality. But everything comes with a cost. It quickly became apparent that simply restraining the soul while keeping the person technically alive was doing nothing for the body, which continued to decay, devolving and warping the soul now trapped inside it. The creatures it created were dangerous, carnivorous beasts that killed brutally and indiscriminately. The backlash was ruthless. The practice of Pangram's discoveries was outlawed. His works were collected and burned. He and Halig were branded heretics and hunted, chased from town to town, until Pangram simply vanished. Halig was tracked down, captured, and brought to trial for the atrocities committed against Valia and its people. The trial was barely more than a formality to bring charges against him, as everyone knew what hand he had played in the disaster. He was sent to prison for years, but eventually released once public outrage died down. Not long after his parole, he disappeared as well. Occasionally, talk surfaces that a copy of Pangram's theorems has been found, untouched by the purging flames that destroyed its brothers. These rumors seldom end up being more than that. Many groups and wealthy individuals have formed, sending out a call to anyone who will listen. Find us a copy of the theorems. They offer gold, jewels, status, anything they can to entice adventurers to help them achieve their goals. For there are those who would give anything for a chance at immortality, even becoming a monster. Okay. Those are some... why is it always spiders? Wow, well that was a lot of reading, but I've learned a lot. I feel like I've learned a lot. I'm not sure what it means, but I've learned a lot. Alright, Kai, we didn't miss anything in here, right? Oh, wait. Look. I'm underwater. Can I reach that one? No. I want to harvest it. Can't reach it. I could have dropped it on the spiders, I guess. Wow, this is pretty. Underground river? Oh, it's open to the sky. Beautiful. Wish the camera was smart enough to not go underwater.
6 years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the little houses. I just love this. Oh, I can get back up. I was like, uh-oh. Oh, what's over there? What is making that noise? Did you hear that noise? Something is making a... It's kind of a cute noise, actually. Can I... Do I have to get out of here to reach that? Yes. That is an adorable noise, and is probably something that's going to eat me. Purification of the Pilgrim. I hoped that in coming to this place, standing before the splinter, and turning my mind to prayer, that I would feel something. That I would experience the solace the other godlike speak of, this state that they call grace. But my dreams remain as silent as this eerie, godless tomb, and I am ashamed to feel so lonesome and bereft. To truly love the gods is to be faithful to the void. That is what the oracle tells me. If I look outside of myself, to the here and now, for that which I desire, that I will always remain unsatisfied. I must go down into myself, into the still, wide emptiness, to discover that I already have everything I need. The many voices of wail I wish would whisper in my ear, even had I heard them, they would not be evidence of their love. That evidence persists already in my soul, in the void to which I have not been true, and it has from the moment they plucked my soul from the wheel and gave it unto my body to be born. It is the chime. The chime is the evidence of their love, and it is all that I ever have of them. Then I should fall to my knees in gratitude, for it is more than most kith will get. But to know this solace that I seek, then I must give up any desire for their love and learn to love the void. I think those are difficult instructions to follow in a world in which sometimes people's gods are actually talking to them. Right? Oh, something has spotted me, I think. Oh, it's just more Gwarups. Oh, Gwarups. Zarips. Why do they chirp?
Then.
Oh, hold on. Shall we shoot at them?
Dream Scourge ahead. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Thorns beside violets, essence twisted out of shape.
Oh, she talking to me.
Next one's mine.
Oh my goodness, that water beetle charged me. That's what I get for not considering him a high threat target. Nice. Oh, I can't target that guy. Oh, maybe I was... What is he doing? Casting something. Oh, that thing's still alive. Take that, you water beetle. Huh. Oh, I'll take it.
Just like the good old days.
Kai, you're funny. I want my essence. Nope, can't reach it. All right. I was not done over here, I don't think. I went in there, but can I get through whatever this is? Oh, no, just regular vines, I guess. So my voice telling me about the twisted essence. Okay. Ooh, can I get in this one? Nope. There was a backpack over here. How do I get up there? Could I go through here? I don't think so. These were little tiny windows, weren't they? Yes. I don't think it's going to let me loot that. Yeah, I got to figure out another way over there. Well, I can get up here, I think. This has a lot of levels, doesn't it? Well, let's check out everything on the ground first. Can I get back here? Nope. Oh, Zarips, of course. Oops. They just live everywhere, don't they? These guys. I admire their resilience. What am I shooting at here? Oh, it's a pot. Nothing too interesting. More bodies in these little huts. Okay. Ow. How I do? I guess I'm gonna have to go up and jump back down. Wait, did I just come from there? Maybe. Hold on. Did we just have a view into the... Oh, wait. There's a rune up there. I want to make sure that I haven't already missed a way into this cavern. I don't think so. Yeah, this kind of came around from the other side, right? Yeah, because I was in the cavern with the spiders. Ugh. Spiders. Spideys. Okay. So let's start going the obvious way, which is this way. Oops. All right. Don't. I think I'm gonna have to come. Oh. I mean, can I hit that from here?
Be on sync!
No. I do not have the range. And I don't think it'll let me... Oh no, I dashed off of it. Do you think that's going to let me jump that? Maybe. It might be that I just need to go around. Man, there's stuff above me, too. No, no, oh yeah. No, I glide right off of that. Maybe there's another way over there. From above, maybe?
Repose, a pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
Repose? What does that mean, repose? A pulse beating out of time. A prayer. With this leaving of his precious body, we commemorate our most glorious God with all his saints. Let us commend ourselves and one another and our whole life to Aethos the Dawn Treader. For this holy house and for those who enter it with faith, reverence, and the fear of our God, we consecrate this temple in his name. Aethos, have mercy on our souls. All right. We're in the temple proper, I guess. As I desecrate it by destroying urns.
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kind of nice.
I know, it's beautiful. I don't know why I break all these urns. Just determined. what's over here. Take that, you pots. Okay.
Beyond sick!
Good eyes.
I've turned something on, but to what end, I don't know. Because I can't get in there. I should have looked around before I started just turning things on. Oh, okay, I'm trying to open this door. All right, then. I should look over there, I suppose, before I go through the door. Ooh, and a door over here. Another barred door. So many doors. And explosives. Why explosives right here? You know, not enough stuff in these urns. All right.
There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it.
I mean, I doubt it. I've seen Indiana Jones a fair few times. So I'm going to guess no. How do I get over there? Oh, there was a door over there, wasn't there? I mean, I'm not sure what these mechanisms... So these mechanisms... Oh, let me through here. Well, let's open up the other one and see what happens.
That must have opened something.
Agreed. I believe it opened the door to our left. I shall have my revenge against all the urns. That one does not break. 'Tis the immortal urn. Look at the pipes. Huh. Ooh. Hello. Anybody interesting in this sarcophagus? Money and spider legs. I mean, just your average sarcophagus, I guess. All right. I thought maybe this was gonna have something to do with grabbing the relic, but apparently not. How do I get in here?
You take lead.
Yeah, take lead to where? Why are you saying that? How do I unbar the door? Unbar the door! Wait, there's more windows in there, aren't there? I don't see another way. Oh, wait. There's something in this cabinet. What is that? Just a brazier, I think. Maybe I have to get around behind. Don't know. Okay. I assume if I pick this up... Wait. Oh my goodness, a reason to blow up urns. Yes.
No one said anything about tight spaces.
Are you claustrophobic, sir? That's funny. This is why we destroy all the urns. Ooh, redacted! A history of the living lands redacted. Who redacted it? I don't know. Every page of this book has been painted black, except for the very last, which features a large drawing of an unusually ornate key and a note written in the runes of an unknown language. Beneath them, someone has scribbled, "How do their agents keep finding my work? They've already defaced 3 versions of this volume alone. I don't know what they find so objectionable about my theories on the meaning of the godless language, but I'm done rewriting it. You bastards win. No more." The note above has been amended by a more measured hand, likely sometime after the first note was written. I've compared my notes regarding the inscription from Ukaizo with the script on the intact clay tablet in my lab and realized they share several shapes in common. I may be able to make some headway in translating this if I can find an expert in the godless. Another amendment follows, but that too has been mostly blacked out. Near the end of the redaction, the paint suddenly runs off the edge of the page and a splash of blood stains the margins. All you can make out is a pair of shaky sentences circled several times. Yiz. Could that mean God? Oh. Okay. Although that was not the one that was capitalized, right? Why is this such a secret, right? Like, who is keeping this a secret? They've got me hooked on the mystery now. I don't know if I can't. There we go. Don't know why I couldn't break that. Oh. Okay, this is fabulous.
You're mine now.
What the? There's skeleton monks in here. This quest is awesome. Just saying. More grimoires of the greater elements. I have so many of those. Should use one. Oh, man. Okay, I think maybe I need to go back. Remember where there was the door before that I couldn't figure out how to get into? I may have missed a sneaky way in there. Because these definitely, that was very exciting. Oh, I loved that. Okay. Okay, I think maybe I've seen things in here. Let's pick this thing up. You know what? Hold on. I'm convinced that this is gonna... I'm gonna have to fight something, right? Do I need 150? No. Well, let's just have a sausage. I probably oughta... Well, we'll see what spawns, and then I can eat something that's got a buff.
The false idol. It wakes.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Does it look dramatic? Kind of a lot of them. What's my one that gives me a bonus? Merc Brew. Let's have some of this. Oh, but then I need to eat more food because that gives me more essence. Forgot about that. There's a sensible order to these things.
Is that all you got?
Finn!
Nice.
Boy, it takes a while to get a shot off, doesn't it? Get wrecked. This thing is awesome. Am I reloading? Is that what I'm watching happen? That's amazing. Oh, is there someone to my right? No? You tell him, Kai. Oh, okay.
Ooh, then.
Not good. Oh, take that, sir. Oh, get absolutely wrecked. Oh, but he still has skeleton minions. One over there. Oh, I missed. Oh, poor shot. Sorry, Kai. In advance. Oh, there's a guy over here. Man, Kai taunts everything. He's great. Oop, oop, oop. A little too close for my gun here.
On your right.
Ooh,
Yeah, hold on. I know. Hi, you're a little too close for comfort there. I would like to change weapons. Thank you.
Worse than rough.
Thank you. Where else do we have people? Can't even see what's going on. What am I doing? Just stopping to think about my spells.
Who's ready for more?
We're ready for more. We wrecked their faces. Good job,
Another
Kai.
win, but who's counting?
We could keep count. That guy didn't drop anything. Let's see what the big boss dropped. Money. Take that. Get recharged. Ooh, more Audra. I'll take the lot. Yeah, creepy. Oh, I should have used my new... I should have tried the new godless. Godless. I'm already calling myself a godless person. The new skill. Godlike. That's the word I want. Because I think it does increase damage to these guys, right? I keep forgetting to use it. That's all right. There will be future opportunities. All right, I guess. Oh, I see. Optional, continue searching for the expedition. Return to the Oracle. Because I have the relic. Well, I mean, we've got to find the expedition. Also, there was a ton of stuff still to see in this central chamber, wasn't there? Okay.
That earthquake must have knocked something loose.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Better a flood than a cave-in.
Ah, that's awesome. Oh, wow, though. Oh, it also flooded the whole area. I wonder... Hold on. Would there be anything new down here? Maybe. Oh, I'll be able to go get that backpack. Because it's underwater now, probably, huh? Yes. Oh. That's awesome. Is there anything else over here? Don't see anything. I think everything else over here was... Like, I don't remember anything else at this height, right? And I don't think this is enough of a flood to get... Where's the other place I was trying to get to? Up here. Can I get up here now? This is where I came in. I don't think it'll let me jump out of the water up here. What the? Okay, I'm gonna be able to walk over there, I think. It's really difficult to see because of the camera. Oh, okay. Sure. I remember this. Uh-huh, that's awesome.
We'll seek.
Okay. Ooh. I'll take it. And that one. Oop. I should probably give up breaking these ones where I can't actually see already that there's something in it, because you really can see the glow, but I don't know, hope springs eternal, I guess. Look at these tablets. cool. Man. Very fun. Okay, well, I can probably reach this now. I'm definitely gonna go up there. Oh man, now there's so many places to go. Is there anything on the other side of this? There's a tree over there I can climb on. I don't know if it'll let me... Oh, it will. Oh, it's not a door, it's a window. Yeah, make a better door than a window. There's a platform up there. Okay. Ah. Look at Kai. He's just like, yeah, have your fun. Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, no! Oh, good. I didn't know if I'd be able to grab onto that. Oh, the main bridge just goes that way. So it's good that I came up here. Ooh, a chest. Dank spores. So dank. Right. Let's see. I don't think I can get up there. I want to get up higher to the left. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. Right, because that looks like a platform, but there might not be anything over there. What's through here? Nothing. This just is where I could have boondoggled. Okay. I think we probably found most of the things in that cavern. Man, the place is coming apart now. All right. I just want to make sure. Oh, find someone to report to at the embassy. That's leading me, like, out of here. Return to the Oracle C. But I definitely want to go looking for the expedition. More iron chunks. I don't actually think it's giving me options. I think it's just showing me on the map, right? Seems to be only one way through. I hope I didn't miss things. Okay. Why is this glowing purple? Wow, look at the wagon. This place is coming apart. Oh, it's glowing purple because it's one of the power generator things. That looks like a door, right? That looks like a door to me. Can I charge these things?
We don't seek.
No. Okay. I feel like I should be able to get this open. I guess it's blocked by that log. What is this? target. Oh! Oh! It's got a switch. Okay. I wonder if I need to do this in a particular order. I don't know. I don't know the rhyme or reason to this. Cables everywhere. Let's see what it does. Oh! They're shooting at us. Oh, because it's a target. Duh. Okay. Interesting. Let's duck. Don't stand in front of it, Kai. There we go. That's hilarious.
Something's not right here. Take a look around.
Okay. Was there anything in the other direction? No, I came down on that side. What's in this direction?
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place?
Man, the voice doesn't like Sargamus, huh? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go this way first. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. Well, there's no supposed to, I guess. It's an open world. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to miss anything. Oh no. Is this the expedition? It is. Oh dear. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. New orders. Well, so 3 Praeauton 2830. New orders came down from Darren today. We're to be sent to the Living Lands. The diplomatic corps has established an embassy in the port city of Paradise, and they need support cataloging the unusual ruins there. No doubt it will take months, perhaps a year or two at the very least. I had promised Rudwin that I'd be in Highcrown to celebrate Inestu with him and the children, especially since it'll be Miri's coming of age. But how often are you given the opportunity to lay the foundation of study for a previously undiscovered ancient culture? I'm sure he'll understand. And Miri, well, I think my daughter will be glad I'm gone. It's not like the gods are making new continents. The world is getting smaller every day. 17 Priverno 2830. It always seems as though the moment I finally get my sea legs, we're pulling into harbor. And a charming harbor it is, despite what Darren told me, and not nearly so dangerous as the clerks in Highcrown warned. I swear on the Queen, half my countrymen resent any city that isn't the Emperor's purely on principle. There was a letter waiting for me when I arrived at the embassy. I suppose Redwin sent it before I left. The cowards filed for dissolution of our marriage, but he couldn't muster the stones to tell me to my face. Let him assume it never arrived, for I certainly won't dignify it with a reply. This whole episode has given me a blinding headache, a horrible pinching sensation right behind the eyes. 21 Priverno 2830. We've had a few days to settle into life at the embassy while the powers that be argue about how to best make use of us. While I was resting, the ambassador's clerk took the scouts to some dreadful little swill house in a rough part of town. Naturally, a couple of the younger lads poisoned themselves with alcohol. The mother in me wants to be furious, but I can hardly muster the energy. As long as Offrick's voiding his stomach in the canals instead of the bunkhouse, it's not my business after all. I think I'll take the team to Fort Northreach, see if we can't help their archivist identify the purpose of the godless ruins there. The 1st of Taverno 2831. Blessed New Year! The team acquitted themselves well at the fort. With Caedmon's help, I was able to get down into the basement of the ruins there and take a good look at the construction. Naturally, I left the notes I took at the fort. I feel like I can hardly even think these days, but I believe I remember enough of what I learned to write a satisfactory report from the ambassador. Could those ruins have been the site of a fertility temple? I mean, goodness, look at the shape of their buildings. The Steel Garrote Inquisitor attached to the embassy has uncovered rumor of a holy relic in a cave here in Dawnshore, and she's suggested we might want to investigate. I know I should be eager to get down there to explore, but I've hardly been able to get out of my bedroll since we returned to Paradise. I wonder if she had the Dream Scourge. I'll bet there's a cursed tablet with my name on it that Rudwin's installed at the Temple of Skane back in Highcrown. Nothing else could explain the hideous nightmares I've been having. Oh, yep. Mushrooms erupting from my skin, my eyes replaced by quivering stalks, Miri turning into a tree, Rudwin splitting in half and opening like a flower. No matter what drug I take or to which god I pray, they refuse to go away. 6 Prima 2831. I collapsed while we were gearing up in the market, and none of the merchants would help me off the ground. One of them muttered something about a soul plague and ran off to tell his mates. I tried to tell the man I wasn't sick, just going through a divorce, but I couldn't speak. It was like my tongue had turned to mud. The Inquisitor pulled me aside when the boys got back to the embassy. She was able to press the locals for more about the relic. Apparently it was taken from Aothas's Titan skeleton, the very one I made my reputation discovering, and it's well known for its ability to heal anyone who holds it. I cannot delay any longer. I must find it.
Well, we found the expedition.
Yeah.
Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here? They can't have come the same way we did. We swam here. What's stranger is there's not a scratch on them. No sign of what killed them. It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed.
Which could be the Dream Scourge, right? But why would they all succumb to it at the same time? Let's see. The plans in the Oracle's workshop were too complicated to be for a simple step. Well, obviously. They remind me of the bodies of the godlikes who died a few years ago. Do they? What am I talking about with that? Do you think the Oracle could have killed them? I am wondering that. It sounds like they had the Dream Scourge, though. I wish I knew what this second one was referring to. They remind me of the bodies of the godlikes. I don't know what I would mean by that. Oh, and actually, while I'm here... Oh, it's not going to give me lore. That's weird. Okay, never mind. I'm a little confused about how that lore system works. Let's go with this. Do you think the Oracle could have killed them?
Somehow, I don't think the professional cave delvers died of fright. Something
Well.
killed them, and it's just us and him in here.
Well, that we know of. The plans in the Oracle's workshop were too complicated to be for a simple statue. And all the other evidence.
You think he's building a what? A giant animat?
Yeah.
I've heard of those, but I've never seen one. They're suits of armor brought to life by bound souls, right?
I mean, that's what it
The
sounds
Oracle
like.
couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right?
Well, I have been worried about that. Now I can. Okay. Animats are spirits bound to unliving vessels. Oh, specifically. Okay. So animancy. But I'm confused because in the history of animancy, there was also the detail about trapping a soul to the body, which of course went incredibly poorly. But, I mean, and that's like necromancy, I guess. Although it's not bringing people back from the dead if you're just preventing death in the first place. Anyway, perhaps that's because I'm reading the history and the terminology now means to bind the soul into a non-living vessel. The oldest known animats were used as guardians of royal tombs. They are durable, patient, and loyal to their creator. Huh. I wonder if they all are. Okay, Aethys. So we know some of this. The god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Years ago, a farmer by the name of Wadewin claimed to be a vessel of Aethys and went on a rampage across the eastern reach. Aethys was destroyed. The god managed to be destroyed because a vessel went rampaging across the... I'm confused about this history. Aethys was destroyed but later rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. What happened to him there is a matter of speculation. Huh. Okay. That's not really helpful. Okay. Crack Knuckles. Let's go ask him. Could the Oracle's plan have something to do... Well, yes, this is what all the books suggest. Could the Oracle's plan have something to do with Aethys's vanishing at Ukaizo?
There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaizo. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth, or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
I mean, maniac. We think. We're not entirely sure, right? Not entirely sure. I wish I could get back into those lore notes all the time. I'm going to have to look it up, because maybe I can. And I just am getting myself lost in the journal. I should stop breaking every urn in a room full of urns. We'll be here all day. Let's see. Is there anything? Oh, there's another book over here. Oh, here we go. On the Binding of Souls. The margins of this text are scribbled with notes and references. The ink-stained pages appear to have seen much use in earlier times. The removal and transference of souls is a practice both ancient and sophisticated. There is evidence that the Ingwithans were particularly adept at this, yet few details have survived them. Someone scrawled Annals of the Pargrunin, pages 382 to 6 below this paragraph. What is known is that the removal of a soul is a difficult process, and one that requires an expert hand and precise tools for any chance of success. Early attempts on a test pool of 138 goats left most of the subjects with maimed and fractured souls. In all but 2 of the 11 instances where the soul was successfully removed, the essence dissipated before scholars could capture it. The words "transfer to holding vessel" are written and underlined in the margin. The process requires conductive materials, copper and audra specifically. Immersion in water is important to ensure that the soul is drawn in a steady and uniform manner with no distortions or breakages. A warped soul is, at best, useless and at worst, unpredictable. That audra was definitely underwater. An arrow points from this paragraph to a scrunched note, extraction pool in CR 18 feet wide by 3 feet deep. We have since mastered the process of soul transference and have seen the benefits of infusing forged work with the essence of animals and wilder. What remains to be seen is whether we might see greater gains from using the souls of Kith, where we would procure the appropriate subjects, and how much personality and autonomy we would want to leave intact in such cases. A string of notes winds around and below this paragraph, beginning with criminals, prisoners of war, volunteers, and ending with Forge Guardians in block letters. Forge Guardians. The notes are crossed out, and below them is written, I knew this was coming, but what of the divine soul? So see, I think he wants to... Oh, why did it just save my game? That's terrifying. I think he wanted to put himself in it. But now I'm here. So is he going to want to put me in it instead? Because he has a bit of an ego, right? He really does. Am I in the fireplace? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm almost out of time already. We're still on the same quest. This game is going to take me forever. I regret nothing. All right. So the expedition is dead. And it would probably be good to have a conversation with Sargemas about what in the world he's up to. Because I don't think his intentions are particularly good. Take that, you urns. Oh, wait. Is this going to be the door? Yeah. Okay, so I don't have time to think about it on the way back. This is going to be the big showdown. Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm going to talk to him.
Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I've got your back.
Fealty or sickness? Let's, make sure I have a decent amount of essence, shall we? Oh, I probably should have taken my buff first. Whatever. Yeah, I can't decide how I want to handle this. I could probably try to sabotage his machine. Oh,
Worried
buddy.
for you when the earth shook.
I can't.
Lies like wasps.
Oh, it's like I have to pick sides already. I can't decide if I want to do this knowing that I only have about 10 minutes left today or if I want to wait now for tomorrow. Because I want to not... If he's going to want to have a long conversation, which he might, I want to not be rushed. So yeah, I think maybe I'm going to wait until tomorrow. So this is where I'll call it for the day. Thanks so much for joining me again. We will pick this up same time tomorrow. And I want to see if we get to see this thing in action. Yeah, we'll find out. It's going to be interesting. All right. Take care, everyone. And hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.